Hey guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about the 5 issues that are currently facing Jurassic World Alive. And I think we've got some solutions from other games and also some things that we can make that are unique to Jurassic World Alive. So let's jump right in. Number one is going to be the lack of community. Right now, there's not really a reason to go out and in groups do anything. There aren't lures, there aren't nests, or anything like that. And really, that's one of the good things, I guess, about Jurassic World Alive is the fact that everything is so spread out. There's not a cluster of a whole bunch all together where everyone's going to go. That's a good thing. It does bring balance to it, but at the same time, it causes it to where I'm not as likely to run into somebody playing the game, get to know them, and they become in turn, become a friend or whatever. Like I have had with Pokemon Go, I'm out there at a local park. There's other people playing. They drop a few lures, and then we start talking about that. So I think that is one issue facing them. I think a solution to that would be obviously to have a bait type system. I think it could be different in the fact that maybe different types of bait attract different types of dinosaurs. You could have, carnivore, herbivore, stuff like that, where it could be a different type, brings in a different dinosaur into that. I think one thing, obviously, that they're doing now is increasing the spawn rate. If we kind of look around right now at a lot of these supply drops, there are quite a few dinosaurs right now, and I'm recording fairly late at night, so they definitely have increased the spawn rate, which is a good thing. But I feel like one thing they could do a little bit better is maybe your local park, which is already designated on the map as a green color. They could make that where maybe it has double spawns or something like that, where and maybe a higher chance of rares and epics. That would give more reason for people to be out there. I think also you could do. Right now, the stops are so spread out. It means that you don't necessarily. They're not close together where you can grind and everything like that and get a whole bunch kind of in a row. So I think one solution to that would be to make the lures or bait, whatever we're going to call it, where users can plan it on the map, and then maybe you get a group together and you guys can drop a whole bunch all over the place and then go around real quick and do that. Also, I think you could also do nests like they do in Pokemon Go. Maybe some of the commons. I don't know how that would work necessarily. I don't know if that's something that's really necessary. Maybe for rares, like more often they're going to spawn at a certain place. It really depends. I don't know if they need to implement that or not. But definitely, I think the parks idea, the bait, and then a type of like a pheromone or something like that where you can attract a certain type of dinosaur to you. There are definitely things that could definitely help the game quite a bit. I think the second thing, and probably the most obvious right now, if any of you guys are playing in the beta version, is the bugs. There are just quite a few bugs right now in the game, and so I think that is one thing that needs to be implemented. The bugs are causing issues, whether it is I'm trying to multitask here and I'm failing epically. Definitely the bugs that right now that I've noticed are some of the display names are wrong. Sometimes the animation graphics sometimes glitch out. Also, I've had a few times where I select a move and then the timer eventually runs out and then it goes with my lower move like I never selected one. Had that happen a few times in battles and stuff like that. A lot of it's related to the battles is where the hey, we can evolve that guy. Cool. A lot of it's related to the battle system right now. I feel like for this game to be successful, they have to get the bugs under control. That is, and make sure the servers are operating at their top notch for game launch. I think that was one thing that killed Pokemon Go is all the bugs and all of the server issues that they had on launch. They didn't expect it to be as big as it was, and I think that's one thing I like their strategy of slowly rolling it out, adding people as they go, adding Android now. Select territories unless you get the APK and download and change your territory. Blah blah blah. Same thing with iOS. You can download it and then in the Canadian App Store just change your territory, make a Canadian iTunes account, and do it that way. But I think they are working on the bugs. Every time they come out with a new update, there does seem to be more bug fixes in this one. So the next thing I think they can do, the third thing, is going to be there are some missing dinosaurs. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is some false advertising going on right now with Jurassic Park Alive. And let me just show you. Let me show you. Let's open this. Euphocephalus, which we have a ton of. Dilophosaurus. And what do we get for our epic? Ankylosaurus. Yeah, Ankylosaurus. We're only 5 away on that one. And we do have a 24-hour incubator going right now, which will be an epic incubator, so that's pretty cool. Let's close out of this real fast and then reopen the game. I'm going to show you. There's some false advertising going on here. And I think most of you guys may know exactly who it is. Look in that upper corner. You guys see that? There's pteranodons. But they're not in the game. Ludia, give us our pteranodons. Also, I think with that will definitely be resolved. I think with the launch, official launch, I think they are holding some back. Obviously, I think there are going to be several new dinosaurs added whenever they launch the game worldwide, along with the movie. I think there'll be some tie-ins there with the movie and everything like that. The next thing, this is the fourth thing I think they need to fix, is there needs to be some type of mission system. I mean, right now, you just kind of go around, collect dinosaurs, collect the DNA, spin stops, everything like that, but there's not really anything else to do besides the battle system, which I will say is a pretty awesome feature, and I think it sets it apart from Pokemon Go. I think, here's the thing, Pokemon Go is going to be the main comparison because this is an AR game. Pokemon Go has set the standard for AR games. I think any game that comes after it is going to be compared to that. That's why I keep bringing it up. It's one I'm most familiar with. It's one most other people are familiar with. So I think that's why we're going to keep seeing that come up over and over again. Let's see. We'll go with Inasukas here. What's he bring out? What is it? Oh, Rajasaurus. This might be bad. Okay. But anyway, so missions. I think maybe you could get something for, spinning X number of stops or getting so much DNA from, from a carnivore or something like that. I think some types of missions, Claire sends you on a mission to get this type and you get rewarded with X amount of cash or whatever it is. Oh, he just switched out. Wow, okay. We'll do a strike. He's going to do that. That's fine. The fifth and final thing is, for as much as it's like Pokemon Go, there's really not an incentive to get out and walk. Obviously, you can do most everything in the game without walking anywhere. I can hit three supply drops fairly easily from my house, or at least the dinosaurs there, so I don't need to get out. The most I need to walk, if I have to, is right outside my house, hit the supply drop, come back. We're going to go with Utah Raptor, which, by the way, Utah Raptor is awesome. It does a ton of damage, so definitely recommend that. Oh, I didn't get him because of the armor. Dang it. That's okay. Don't get the stun. No. Oh my goodness! Holy cow! That did a ton. Oof. Seriously. It's okay. Anyways, so I think they need to do some type of incentive to walk. I think the easiest system would be like walk a dinosaur. I think that could give you, let's say 1 DNA for every X amount of kilometers for. And it could be a step up, kind of commons, maybe 1K per 1 DNA. That kind of gives some incentives. I think also the incubators, maybe have some special incubators that need to be walked, something like that. I think that's one thing. Okay, I totally lost that one. I wasn't really paying attention, and I had a terrible team. Let's just say that right now. Anyways, so kind of in closing, we've got the 5 things I think they need to work on are the lack of community, the bugs, missing dinosaurs, missions, and then there's no real reason to walk. I think those are the 5 things. If they can kind of get those going and get that fixed, some of them need to be fixed. Some of them are features that need to be added, and I think they'll add some of these as we go. But I really hope that they do get it added before the launch, at least some of these. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think is missing, some of the problems you've encountered, what some solutions that you guys have. Obviously, I don't work for Ludia. I'm just coming up with these. Some of it, maybe it's speculation, maybe it's just me thinking out loud here. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, what you guys really think are some of the problems. And maybe I missed one, and maybe we can do a follow-up video with some of y'all's, what y'all think needs to be added in there. And yes, I did say y'all like twice in that sentence. Okay, so I am from Oklahoma, so hey, just bear with me there. All right, so subscribe if you haven't already, and I want to thank all of my new subscribers. Our channel is growing, and I do appreciate y'all watching the videos, commenting, liking them. Hey, I really do appreciate you guys, and the reason I put them out there is for the community, for you guys to know what's going on with Jurassic World Alive, and I do really want this to be a successful game. Because I enjoy playing it, and hopefully if you guys haven't already started playing, you guys are enjoying watching the videos, or you're enjoying, you're anticipating it. And so let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and stay tuned for the next video.